Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good night. We're gonna send announcements out tonight. Yes, I know I'm streaming tonight. And cue the phone. There you are. Hey, little Darian, how you doing? Welcome. Hope you're having a good evening tonight. Had a good old hour and a half of swim lessons today, which is always a good thing. It's always a good thing when I get home from swim lessons and all of my kids are in bed and they are just like not making any noises. All right. All right, we are just finishing up our announcements. All right. Hello. Well,
Yes.
all right. Just making sure you actually exist.
I think, therefore, I am.
Good. Just don't have any crappy thoughts. Heyo. That was a poop joke.
Well, no, there. Wait, was it here that I saw the? Yes, the carts before the horse.
Hi, Wacky. Yeah, discards before the horse. Oh boy.
So, how are you on this fine punchki day?
Okay, what the frick frack schmiggity smack are you talking about?
You've never heard of a punchki?
No, what the F is a punchki?
It is a type of donut that is so unbelievably high in calories that basically Fat Tuesday is known, at least in this neck of the woods, as Punchki Day. Because everybody who's trying to swear off sweets or sugary things for Lent, because I guess Fat Tuesday is the first day of Lent, and like you have to swear off stuff until Easter. So they make these punch keys which are so high in caloric intake that basically this is your last big farewell to bad stuff until after Easter.
Ah.
At least that's the theory. What actually happens is a lot of people just buy and eat multiple punch keys, and I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. Those
How are
things are
you
just
still
so unbelievably rich.
It's like
And I'm just like,
it's like Jim Gaffigan talking about IHOP. I don't know how many people actually go to the IHOP and feel like hopping when they come out of that place.
yeah.
And we are going. Fly, unicorn. I don't know where the balls I'm going.
Well, it helps sometimes if you put on your map.
Well, yeah, but...
It's so weird looking at your screen without having the map up.
Well, I technically have a map in the lower right corner.
Lower right corner or top right corner?
I have this. That's my always there little map.
Yeah.
But I'm supposed to be here. And I don't know how to get... Oh, maybe it's there. Nope, it's not there.
No, keep going back where you were. Isn't there a cave you can go into?
Yeah. Ish. That's as far as I can go in that cave.
Look up. Or, dang it! You know what? I might have to go.
Ow! Bonk! Bonk!
And you're in the locks.
Yes. Wacky, do me a favor and look up Caffeine by Psycho Stick. You will appreciate it. Hey, Jack! How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the Frito Bandito Taqueria. Oh, hey, wait.
Okay.
Maybe it's this cave. Maybe it's this cave. There we are. Hi, Lise. Hi, hot chick in the hot outfit.
Now, I will give you... Okay, I mentioned to you that I had run across someone that described the plot of Final Fantasy XIV as far as they saw it, with the fact that they had skipped all the cutscenes.
Every cutscene, right.
And so, the parts I'm going to describe and talk about are parts you've already gotten through. And so, no spoilers in what I'm going to say here. But, she starts off explaining ARR.
Uh-huh.
As meeting Cat Girl, Punchy Girl, and Short Boy. and then when she's then talking about Stormblood, she talks about, Punchy Girl's disappeared, but I'm following around this chick Lise. I had to Google it. Oh my gosh, it's the same person. And it's just like, yeah, that was kind of all explained in cutscenes. So, yeah.
Right.
And then she's like, and Short Boy is nowhere to be seen. He might be dead.
He's dead.
And it's just like, yeah.
No, I bought Frozen 2 for my kids today.
Uh-huh.
And have you seen Frozen 2 yet?
I have not seen Frozen 2. I have seen the first one. Wait, isn't Frozen 2 on like Disney Plus or something?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's only on DVD. It just came out on DVD.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand them, holding off on releasing it on Disney Plus until later.
Oh yeah.
Let the DVD sales go through.
but what's hilarious is there's this part where I will do this very much so. You don't know that, Wacky. You don't know that. But there's this part where Olaf winds up explaining the entire first movie's plot in like 3 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like,
And
go ahead.
no, Wacky? No, Tataru does not die. Tataru never dies. Much to my disappointment.
I think she's referring to
No.
Okay. I was just gonna say that one you saw in that one cutscene that one time before that other thing happened, when that thing happened, and because of that thing happened, the other thing happens, and then you see that person do that thing with this thing, and then that thing winds up turning into a gigantic silver dragon that eats everybody.
Which then leads to the other cutscene.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But wait. That silver dragon you mentioned, did that have the blue eyes or the red eyes?
No, that was the one that turned it. That was the dragon that was created after we tried to kill the shopkeeper.
Oh, yeah.
That one. No, Wacky, that's the tiny potod that did the thing with the thing that caused the thing to happen, that caused the thing to be put inside the thing, and then it got turned inside out and got turned into another thing. And then that thing was what caused Ferris to pass out last night at 31 Flavors.
What? Wait, was it 31 Flavors or the Circle K? Because I hear strange things are afoot there.
No. No, it was definitely the 31 Flavors.
Ah, okay. Strange things being afoot. They're probably just they're exclusive, mutually exclusive.
No, that thing was just totally Rufus.
Ah. Uh-oh, I'm running low on Mountain Dew.
Fly by night with Mountain Dew.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I did not... a genius.
Well, I am Weasel.
I need to abandon 3 quests and then go pick them up again. Because it does me no good to do them on White Mage if I'm doing the Beast Tribe quests to try to level up my Astrologian.
Well, that was fun.
Yay! Yay, Wacky! And you even spelled it right! With the accent. See, Wacky, I knew there was a reason I liked you.
Yes, we got the gate wench. I mean winch.
Pull the lever!
Pull the winch. I mean winch.
Oh my.
I'm Polish. I better spell it right. Nice. Roar. Excuse me. Where the balls am I supposed to go? Oh, this way.
No, dang it, dang it, dang it. Ah. Started thinking the Beast Tribe quest again, and it's like, no, let me switch to Astrologian first. So, when you told your daughter that you have a unicorn that can fly, did you also tell her that it can swim?
No, I didn't think about that.
Well, once you get around to showing her how it can fly, might as well show her that it can swim too.
Right.
But that's for then and whenever that happens to be. No, Wacky, don't kill the Empire.
Yes, kill the Empire.
What did the Empire ever do to you? I mean...
Oh, you know.
Okay, fine, yes, but like, Imperial citizens, the individual citizens, they could be nice people.
No, but didn't you check out their literacy program, Wacky? Yeah, sure, they've murdered most of your friends and family, but the literacy program!
And, I mean, the dental...
Hello
The dental package they
there.
provide? I mean, come on. Literacy and... I mean, Fordola's a fan.
Ooh,
Why can't you be?
that can't be a good thing.
Oh...
Usually when someone starts going Super Saiyan, that's usually the time you shoot them.
I mean, your other option would be shanking them, but
Right.
I can allow shooting.
Okay, now, how the F am I supposed to use this thing?
I can read your
You'll
every
see.
move.
There you go.
And guess what? It's Tuesday, which means weekly reset. And that means that I can do 12 more custom deliveries for crafting.
If only you knew the power.
Woohoo! Duty.
Duty.
That's right, you cold-hearted bar wench.
I mean, I'm thinking she might have to see an optometrist.
Yeah, usually glowy things in your eye usually is not a good idea. May want to see if there's a little bit of a infection or something.
I cannot lose.
Well, you do
I
know
will
what
not.
that is essentially, right?
Kind of a Mako-esque infusion of magic.
It's basically synthetic echo.
But you will.
Right.
Without your tricks, you're nothing.
Come
Your own comrades. I should
And
kill you here
and
now
you know
for
what
you
the
did.
significance of echo is, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo. Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Or you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build. We were fighting for our people's freedom.
So you have to slaughter your people to free your people? That's very sound judgment.
There's no freedom in that.
Dang, Lise.
Now, my friend.
But you see, Fordola was working off the principle, Arbeit macht frei. That if she works hard enough, that she will gain her freedom. Right?
And yes, Joya magically knows how to operate this thing. Because reasons.
Look, you know, the control panel, there was just this one big red button. I figured, what's the harm?
Croyle.
What does this
Right?
button do?
Okay, let's see here.
Alphana?
I think we can go to there and work on,
Oh.
was it leatherworker or goldsmith?
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should
No,
rejoin the
I
main
think it was
force at
goldsmith.
once.
Yes?
Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for
Oh.
what she's done.
I'm not nearly as far in goldsmith as I thought.
Listen
And
to
that's
you,
okay.
talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power.
He's gonna
echoing
tear
back to
you
the
apart.
What are you talking about? The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt. He said you'd come. And here you are, his willing prey.
Let's see
You
here.
and your friends are dead. Just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice. It was all for naught! No. You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that. May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
Oh, Nalfino's carrying the potat. Excuse me. Ooh, hey! I got that mount speed increase.
Very nice. Do you notice a difference?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Whoops. Yay, new aetherite.
It's a zoo out there. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, where am I going? Oh, I do have to go over there. Oh, balls. I did not attune that aetherite. I am a dumb, dumb, dummy, dumb, dummy, dumb, dumb.
Need me to come pick you up and fly you over?
If you're in the area.
I can be in the area very shortly.
I'm trying to find the northwest. This has got to be somewhere around here. Okay, literally, it's like in this general area. I think it might be somewhere up on that step. Yeah, fly around this big temple thing. Up there it is. That lower plateau, just right in front of you, just the middle one. And there. Yeah, if you could just take me back to Porta Praetoria. S'il vous plaît.
How do I have a quest here? What?
Oh.
Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. I'd mention it. I'd mention it, but it's spoilers.
Yeah. There you go. Can't believe I did not attune that aetherite.
Nah, it's okay. You got it now.
Yeah, I have it now.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. Not content with securing the residential district, you gifted me an Imperial commander. What are you after, a medal?
Nah, I just want a cookie.
The work is its own reward, General. I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing. What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an icon?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Ooh.
Very possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Allagan technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
None.
Well, at least I don't have to go out in the field tomorrow.
Thus far found nothing of note.
I'm about to leave for work, and my mom calls me up. She goes, "Yeah, I need you to drive over to Riverside and measure a pool for us."
And Riverside is how far?
It's about 40 minutes away. It's where my wife grew up, actually.
Okay.
Well, they won't be returning there anytime soon. My in-laws sold their house that they had in Riverside. Because the idea was they were keeping their house and renting it and using that income to pay for their house up in Utah.
Okay.
But they've slowly come to the realization that, yeah, if we sold that house, we could actually make some good upgrades to our house up here in Utah. And California's really kind of starting to suck.
Now, here's the question
Yes.
coming from the
yes.
mind of
I
someone
trust you
who's never
surrendered
paid
Fordola into custody
rent
without
and never paid
incident.
mortgage
We were just discussing
in
the
his
pirates'
life.
claims.
Mm-hmm.
Did they get? So they were currently they were renting to someone at the time that they decided to sell the house, correct?
Well, what happened was they owned their house in Riverside, and because of reasons, they wound up acquiring the husband's mother's house that was also in Riverside. So then they sold
2 houses.
Yes.
But
So
did
then
they have renters at the time that they decided to sell
on the other house?
on either house?
Well, the other house, that was where their son was living for quite some time. He was, in theory, supposed to be paying rent. I don't know how much he actually paid. So then they sold that house, and then they paid off their original house. So essentially, all of the renter income was going straight towards their house in Utah that they were currently living because of Carrie's father's work.
About Xenos and
So
his
it was
I-
fully
I'm
said
just-
a word on the subject since we rescued
Or,
Cry.
I'm just hoping
Even when the
that whoever
interrogator
was
asked
actually
knows.
living in the Riverside house got first crack at being able to be provided the option to purchase the house they were living in rather than being forced to move out.
Oh, no. They were the ones that made the offer.
Okay.
Yeah, the people who were currently renting from the Riverside house were the ones that actually brought up that they wanted to buy the house.
Okay. Because that I figured that's pretty cool. Because to actually do something like that and displace someone, force them to go find someplace else to live. That okay? Yeah, I'm sure it happens. But when things can work
it
out
actually-
where everyone's happy is a
Yeah,
whole lot better.
It actually happens a
There are
lot.
a few things I remember with painful
Oh no, I'm sure.
clarity.
But what was interesting though was they bought that house for like 89, like 89,000 or something. Like it was
Yeah.
a ridiculously low price, and they made very, 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 very good money on it. But but the problem is, in order to avoid capital gains tax, they have to actually throw that money into another house. So and it has to be parked at that place for a certain amount of time, and then the capital gains goes away from it. So they're actually going to be acquiring a townhome up in Utah. And their oldest daughter, Carrie's older sister, is going to be living there for a while. So,
Thancred told us only that Fordola had
Yay!
undergone some
Everyone gets a house.
manner
yeah,
of
pretty much.
treatment.
Yes.
And you get a house,
It is a
and
place
you
wholly
get a house,
dedicated to the
and
creation
everybody
of
gets
enhanced
houses.
beings, and they refer to
Yay.
it as the
But you're
resonate.
still living in
As I
Utah.
understand it, the process aims
Yay.
to imbue a test subject with the qualities of
Which
individual
I will
No.
state,
aptitude.
living in
This
Utah
entails-
was not bad.
This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion.
I mean, granted,
See,
the
I've
Primordial
always said
essence.
that the biggest problem with living in Utah is there's too many Mormons.
it
And with the recent distinction the prophet of the church, President Nelson, has made in regard to using the term Mormons compared to the actual title of the church, my statement of there's too many Mormons just I think
knew there
has
had to be
that
something.
much
She
more
wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first.
meaning to it.
If it weren't for Oriana's
Yeah.
thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten
I mean,
her.
the thing that I
But
learned,
anyway.
the thing I learned being at BYU is you just know there are a lot of people you are going to meet that have led very, very sheltered lives.
Oh, yeah.
And you just understand that going in. You realize that is a very legitimately real thing. Certain people just have not been exposed to certain hardships or trials in their lives, and you just roll with it.
My humble scheme asked far more in the execution than it required.
You
in the
know, it
conception, I do
was
assure you.
interesting. One day in one of my online classes at BYU, Idaho,
Oh, you've got to stop doing this.
in the various discussion
In
board
calling
posts
upon
and
Lady
such that we
Alisaie
had to make
after her
for
defeat, I was
class,
most intrigued
Right.
to learn of the
ran across
apparent
someone
effortlessness
talking
with
about
which
how,
Fordola countered
they're
their
living in
attacks.
the bubble.
'Twas as if she knew
And
the
how
blade's destination
They're
ere
they're
its journey
glad and they're
began.
happy that they're raising their kids in the bubble. And I'm just like, at first I didn't understand what she was talking about,
Uh-huh.
A most
and then
impressive feat
once
under any
it clicked,
circumstances,
I was just
but
like,
an almost miraculous one
you
when
are
considered
doing
in the
your kids
context
a
of
huge
Fordola's
disservice.
unfamiliarity with my lady's arts.
And she's just like,
How
well,
then could she
no,
so
no,
perfectly
my
predict
kids are going to be
unknown
better for it.
opponent's every move?
I'm just like, okay.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a massive difference in purposefully living in a bubble. And like there is a guy I knew on my mission whose parents pretty much wrote him a blank check, and they told him allegedly, go and experience the world. Go and try and experience as many things as you possibly can as a teenager. And then come back and see if the church is true. Yeah, that guy had stories.
So basically, like what I understand, what's been depicted on TV and such of an Amish Rumspraga, if I'm getting the pronunciation of that word correct.
Gesundheit? I don't even know what that is.
Well, basically, it, at least as far as what it's been depicted
After
on the
much
various episodes
deliberation,
of TV shows
I
that have
surmise
used it
that
and
Fordola
such,
may be possessed
Amish
of a
community, they
preternatural
live
ability
Right.
to
apart
divine
from
meaning
society
and
and technology,
fluctuations of an
and there's a certain
individual's
point
ether,
where there's a coming of
and to
age for
instinctively react.
every boy and girl. Yeah, I
Wait.
think it's usually like late
Wait.
teens or whatever.
Have you not just
Where
described
basically
the manifestation of the echo?
They get to the point where
I
they have
have
to
no
decide,
conclusive
okay,
proof.
am I going to
The available anecdotal
become an
evidence
adult
suggested
in this
only that
society
Fordola was
and be a part,
uncommonly
be a
sensitive to
contributing
etheric
member,
fluctuations,
or
and 'twas this
is
which
this
led
not
me
the
to
life for
develop
me?
my strategy.
and so they are given the opportunity to go out in the world, check it out,
I would fashion
and
a
decide
device
for
with the
themselves,
capacity to
okay,
generate a massive
they
disruption
can go
in the
back to the
surrounding
community
ether.
and say,
If,
yes,
as
this
I
is for me.
suspected, Fordola's
Let me be a part of the
senses were
community.
indeed
I will be
questing for the most
I will
minor
be a
of
contributing
oscillations.
member.
The shock of
Or,
exposure to a more
if they like
amplitudinous
what they've
etheric
experienced
waveform
out
would be
in
akin to a
out in the
debilitating
world,
bout of ether
they
sickness.
can stay out in the world. But that is the decision that they make,
Right.
and they are no
How
longer a
ingenious.
part of the
I
community.
note that the success
Now,
of
like
your
I said,
plan
I don't
hinged on
know
your
how
device's wielder remaining
factual
ignorant of
that
its
is. That's
purpose,
just my
lest Fordola
my take
divine
on
your
it from
intent.
how it's been depicted in
Indeed so,
in
Master
TV.
Alphino. All things
So-
considered, 'twas a most fortuitous
But
outcome.
similar concept to what you were describing this guy had.
Right.
That's putting it mildly.
So
In
that
any
that,
event,
that was
if
pretty cool
Oriange
of his
is
parents.
correct, that would
No,
mean these
but
residents
yeah,
have been
let's
granted the power
let's
of
just
the
say
echo
he
by
had a lot of
artificial
friends who
means.
died.
A sobering thought, to say the least. And
He,
one that makes me
Oh.
wonder what else
yeah.
Xenos has in store.
He talked about climbing glaciers. He talked about Muay Thai fights in Thailand, where he got clocked by this old granny fighter that was fighting monkey style and just like completely shattered his jaw allegedly. It was like the movie Big Fish. All the stories were so over the top, you just don't even know which ones could even possibly be remotely real.
And yet, if I remember the movie
Whatever
Big
the
Fish
Viceroy's
correctly,
newfound powers, I know of
pretty
none
much
better equipped
all
to face
the
them.
stories were
Face them
right,
we
you know,
must.
were
For there is now
accurate
but one path
to a
forward,
certain degree.
and it leads straight
Yes.
to Alamigo.
I must say, if you ever have the chance to watch Big Fish on some sort of a Broadway-esque setting, the musical Big Fish is very good. I really enjoyed it. There's a little local, small theater called the Candlelight Theater. They're just a couple towns over, and there's a gal in my congregation. She teaches Spanish at the high school, but she also does she also does these little small time Broadway-esque productions too. Hold on. So she would do these kinds of things, and my wife and I went and saw that, and we were blown away at how good that production is. The guy who played the dad, like that there's the dad and most of the stories about the dad and all of his crazy Whopper stories, right? So
Yeah.
So there's this one guy, the one actor guy who plays both the old dad and the young dad. And he did a dang good job playing both characters. Like, it was just an extra hairpiece and, a couple little bit different costume change for between the old man and the young man. But it was he nailed the acting part. It was wicked good.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, I like to consider myself somewhat cultured because I actually do enjoy going to Broadway plays.
Exactly. Oh, I wouldn't want to be in Xenos' booth.
There are certain ones.
There
There are certain ones I would never be caught dead at, like Cat or Rent. I'd rather put shards of glass in my eyes than go to those two productions.
See,
Right. I'd best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the Resistance
when I
forces are
first heard
waiting.
about Rent, I really didn't know that much, anything about it. And I was just like, okay,
time
so
we
it's a
join the
Broadway
main host.
musical. I've kind of enjoyed musicals, Phantom of the
Right.
Opera,
In light
this,
of your
that,
recent ordeal, might I suggest
other
you
things. So I'm
remain
just
in
like,
Vihigar
okay,
for now?
I'll be willing to check it out. And
Oh,
so I
if you
think this was back
insist.
when we had
this
a
once.
cable and a DVR and whatever, and it was on one of the movie channels on a free weekend, and
Mm-hmm.
so I set it to record, and then finally got around to the point where I'm like, okay, I'll check this movie out, see what's what is it all about and all that fun, all that stuff. And I read the description of the movie, and I'm just like, huh. And then I started it, and I don't even think I got maybe 5 minutes in, and I'm just like, you know what? No. Just no. And Oz just made I think I just made a big mistake.
Uh-oh.
Dang it. I made too many. I made 6 items, and I only needed to make 3. Dang it. Yeah, I should have only made 3. Dang it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for the night. I'm just feeling really tired tonight.
No, that's cool.
All right, let's turn this one in. Yeah, let's turn this one in first. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take tomorrow morning off and try and sleep in and see if I can't kick the rest of this little cough thing that I got.
Yeah. No, that's...
What's that? Must do the deed. Oh, hold up. Yeah, I actually picked up pants and gloves in the last dungeon. Ooh,
upgrades?
Is this a level 70 quest?
Maybe?
I think it is level 70.
The...
Yeah, it's level 70. Huh.
Let me...
Yeah, it's a level 70 quest.
And what level are you?
I'm 3/4 of the way through 69.
Okay. The
So-
measure of his reach.
Yep.
Let me see exactly where you are. Oh.
Oh.
You, sir, are 2 quests away from finishing 4.0.
Wow. Fancy.
One of which I believe is just a go talk to NPC, then go talk to another NPC, then go talk to another NPC, and then a dungeon.
Ah. All right. Well, that's going to be it for us tonight. I am pretty beat. I got to get to bed. So, I'm going to leave you with a raid of Crescenda. She plays a lot of kind of kind of niche. She plays a lot of niche JRPG-esque games. She's playing Okami tonight. Little bit of content warning. She does use a little bit of language, but not too much. So we will be sending a raid over her way. I'll be back tomorrow night. Hopefully, I will be a little more rested and ready to go for a little bit longer. But, so yeah, thank you all for bearing with me. By the way, today is, I believe, my 4-year streaming anniversary. So, thank you, everyone who came. I don't really make a big deal out of this. But, yay! Thank you for the quad, yeah. I'd be a little more enthusiastic, but my throat is just not complying with me tonight. So anyway, we're going to send it. Go ahead.
You realize why it's a quad, yeah?
Yeah, it's 4
years.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in once again. I will be back tomorrow night with some more Final Fantasy 14. We'll do some leveling up. We should be able to get that level up pretty quickly. So then we'll be able to hopefully push on with the rest of 4.0. So thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to start this raid right now. I'm not going to be joining. I'm just going to click off real quick. But anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. And good night, Isaiah Norris, wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Thank you all so much. Go follow Will. Hopefully, are you streaming tomorrow?
Chances are very good that I will be streaming.
Cool. I'll be there.
Because I don't have to go to into work until later in the day. And so, yeah.
All right, we are hitting that raid button right now. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.